All right, hey guys, this is Coach Marcus Jones here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to the Wednesday night Zilara Business Opportunity Overview. I want to welcome you and to introduce you to Zilara. This is not just a product company, but a platform built around health, opportunity, and freedom. There are really two slides, there are really two sides to what we're going to look at tonight. So we're going to look at products people can use and an optional business opportunity for people who want another stream of income. So those are the two important things I want you to remember tonight. You don't have to decide anything while we're going through this presentation. Just look at the information and ask yourself, could something here make sense for me or someone I know? We're going to keep this simple. I'll show you the products, the business model, and how people earn money here, and the system we use to help people get started. And as far as myself, my name is Coach Marcus Jones. I've been with this company for almost 8 years. I am retired from corporate America after a 30-year career because of this business model. I'm a seven-figure earner with the company. I'm married, have a daughter, and I have a lot of fun doing what we're doing. But before we get into the opportunity, there are two important things I want everyone to truly understand, right? We have our income disclaimer. So anytime we talk about earning money, we need to be clear there are no guaranteed earnings for anyone, including you and me. Income depends on many factors, including effort, skills, consistency, leadership, customer activity, and the growth of your organization. The numbers you'll see are illustrations of how the compensation plan can work, not promises of what any particular person will earn. Some people may earn nothing, others may build significant businesses. Individual results will vary. So, as you see the compensation plan, think possibility and mathematics, not guarantees. Okay. So the same transparency applies when we talk about the wellness products we have that are all organic and non-GMO. They are amazing. So Zilara offers wellness products, but wellness products are not a replacement for medical care. We're not here to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. If someone has a medical condition, takes medication, is pregnant, or nursing, they should discuss supplements with their healthcare professional. As distributors, our job is to share products and our experiences responsibly, not practice medicine. None of us are doctors. Okay, we do have doctors with us, but I'm not a doctor. So, with these important points covered, now let me show you what caught our attention about Zilara. So, whoever invites you here, do me a favor, get with them, let them know what you liked about what you saw or heard tonight. This is going to be a fun presentation, very informational. So, three words summarize what attracted members here to Zilara: health, opportunity, and freedom. If you guys desire at least one of those things, type which one you desire: health, opportunity, or freedom. If it's all three, type all three in the chat. Now, health is about products designed to become part of everyday wellness. Opportunity is about giving ordinary people like yourself a way to participate economically in the products they recommend. And we do network marketing every day, just don't get paid for it. Freedom means different things to different people. Extra money to knock out debt, save for vacation, have an emergency fund, pay bills off, have choices. When my job was eliminated almost a year ago, I had the option to either keep working and looking for another job or walk away from corporate America early and be devoted to doing this business basically full time, right? But so having choices is great. Eventually, having more control over your time, and time is the one thing you can't get back. To me, time is more valuable than money because you can print more money, but once you use time, you can't get that time back. Okay. And notice the fourth concept on this slide: community, right? We are about community here with Solar. So network marketing is ultimately a people business. And the reason this conversation is relevant right now is because a lot of people are looking for something different in their lives, and we offer that here with Zalard. So why are people looking today? Okay. Look at what families are dealing with right now: inflation, job uncertainty, healthcare expenses, retirement concerns, and a desire for more control over their lives. For many households, relying on one paycheck creates vulnerability, right? That puts you at risk. Okay, that's risky. That doesn't mean everybody should quit their job. Okay. I didn't quit my job. I got involved in network marketing. It's been 19 years. I worked full time in corporate America in a management role for almost 23 years, guys. So I never quit my job. I just when they eliminated my position last year, I had an option, right? And so it doesn't mean everybody should quit the job. Quite the opposite. It means having an additional income stream, okay, that can provide another layer of financial resilience or financial protection. People are asking, what else can I do without necessarily taking on another traditional job? To me, guys, two jobs are for two people, right? For people who work multiple jobs, that's not the way life was designed to be. We weren't created to work our entire lives, right? So for people who work more than one job, kudos to you. But to me, two jobs is for two people. Okay. So that is where businesses like ours can be built part-time, okay, and can become worth examining, worth looking at. And the goal isn't necessary to replace income tomorrow. That's not the goal. The first goal may simply be to diversify where your income comes from. Okay. And so, what exactly is network marketing? Many people don't know. In traditional retail, products typically move through different layers before reaching the consumer. Network marketing uses independent people like you and me to introduce products directly to consumers or people we know through relationships, referrals, social media, and personal experiences. Think about the last time you made a recommendation or referral of something you liked. It could be coffee. I know we were in San Diego, California last week. We went to a Mexican bakery called a panaderia, and they had some amazing Mexican bread. And I didn't share it. I could have and sent people to that panaderia, and that shop would have made money and from my recommendation, my personal experience. So instead of relying on traditional advertising, part of the economics can be used to compensate independent distributors and with a network marketing company. So the important word here is relationship, though. We have relationships. You have relationships with people you know. So people already recommend things like restaurants, movies, apps, clothes, and products every day. Network marketing creates a compensation structure around qualified product referrals and team building activity. And this isn't some brand new idea. It's been around for decades, probably before most of us were born. Any of us were born. So let's talk about why major companies use direct selling. Direct selling has existed for generations. Different companies have used variations of person to person distribution and relationship marketing. It's great. Word of mouth advertising, direct selling, relationship marketing. But these companies aren't connected to Zilara. The point is simply that direct selling itself is an established distribution model. Why can it work? That's probably what you're wondering, because personal recommendations can be powerful. I mean, think of the time someone made a personal recommendation to you about either a product or an experience. Did that prompt you to want to go and use that service or buy that product? I know for me, when someone tells me about something that benefited them and I feel it can help me, I'm buying it. Okay. And I'm sure many of us have made purchases based upon personal recommendations from our friends. So when someone we trust tells us, hey, I use this and here's why I like it, we often pay more attention than we do to another type of advertisement. So the key thing is this: people have always influenced purchasing decisions. Remember that. People have always influenced purchasing decisions. Direct selling or network marketing simply formalizes the relationships, right? Because money is paid for those referrals. Why is Zilara, right? You want to wake the cell, restore the body, feel alive. So if direct selling isn't new, okay, it's been around for decades, the better question is, Why join Zilara? Well, for me, it begins with having multiple product categories rather than depending on one single product. Okay, that's like a rapper having one bar, right? Or a producer having one beat, right? And getting paid off that one beat, right? We have several product lines, and so these are wellness products, nutrition and energy products, essential oils, personal care, home and laundry products. That gives us different conversations with different people. Okay, someone may never be interested in building a business, but may love one of the products. That's perfectly fine with us. Okay, most of our members that join us, they're customers. They want these products. They want Nova Coffee. They want Cocoa Blue. They want a go-go stick or the hard surface cleaner or fulvic minerals or SCIT or more. Okay, it's great. So for people who want income like yourself, there are different ways to participate. And the product philosophy is just as important as the business. That's why Zilara is so effective. So the goal is to offer products that fit into real life. Okay. Soap, deodorant, tooth powder, laundry detergent, right? Cleaning spray, we have that. So think about things people already spend money on: hydration, supplements, coffee, personal care products like soap and deodorant and tooth powder, essential oils, household products. People are already buying that stuff. So that matters because a sustainable business needs real customers buying products because they actually want them and they come back and purchase them again. So we want the product to make sense, even if the compensation plan did not exist. Okay. So if that makes sense to you, just type yes if that makes sense. And that is a very important standard for me. Okay. And so we are a company that's focused on products first, customer first, opportunity is second. Okay, over 90% of our members are customers. This is why we are very compliant with regulators with our customer to distributor ratio. Now, let's talk about some products you may use daily. Okay, now here's where you begin seeing the ecosystem of Zilara, right? We have go-go sticks. Those are wellness on the go. Those are essential oil nasal inhalers. We have Nova Brain Fuel Coffee. We have Black Seal Oil, which isn't on the screen. We have these products are products people use every single day. We have deodorant sticks. These are non-toxic deodorant sticks. We have home and laundry products. Okay. We have tooth powder. We have soap bars. And one thing I do know is people brush their teeth at least once a day. People bathe and wash their hair, and people wear deodorant. So these are products people are using daily. So I would not try to sell someone everything on this page. Start with one, okay? Find out what the person cares about and start there. If the person cares about hygiene, okay, well, I'm starting with tooth powder, deodorant, soap. Okay. If someone cares about having non-toxic household products, well, I'm talking about the laundry detergent and the hard surface cleaning sprays, which are all organic. Okay. So one person may be interested in coffee. Okay. I like Nova Coffee. Another person may be interested in hydration. That's where we got Cocoa Blue and our pH alkaline drops. Another person may be interested in personal care or household products. You meet them where they are. That's why this business listening is more important than always pitching, right? Always saying, buy my products, join my team. So collectively, okay, by doing this, focusing on what the person needs and wants, that creates what I call the wellness advantage. And that's what we have here with Zilara. What is a wellness advantage? So before we talk about the business opportunity, we have to start with the foundation of Zilara, the products and the wellness advantage. People are already spending money every month on products for their health, personal care, nutrition, and their homes. These aren't necessarily new expenses. They're often existing household purchases. I have an associate at the gym I go to named Carlo. He's running out of his electrolyte products, and he saw my advertising for Cocoa Blue on my car and asked me about it. And so I filled him in on what Cocoa Blue is all about: electrolytes, the minerals, the B vitamins, all that. He's going to buy it. because he's running out of a product he already buys, and Coca Blue has a lot more benefits than the one product he's buying. Okay, so the opportunity with Zilara is to introduce people to quality wellness and everyday use products that can become part of what they're already doing. And that's important because when someone finds a product they genuinely like and continues using it, okay, we aren't depending on a one-time purchase. They're going to come back and buy. Okay, we're creating the potential for real customers and repeat product usage. And there's a benefit to that. Okay, that also changes how we approach sharing Zilara. So instead of asking, hey, how can I sell to somebody? We don't sell. We ask, what are they already buying? And do we have a Zilara product that could serve that need? We meet people's needs. That's what I like about these large opportunities. So if you're someone who likes helping people, you like having fun, you also want to make some good money, this is perfect. If you need more information, just stay here and watch the whole presentation. So think about your own household for just a moment. Every month, okay, money leaves your home for things you consume and replace. Wellness products, personal care products, household products, nutritional products, and more, right? Coffee, right? Normally, you buy those products, you use them, and the transaction ends. But what if some of that spending you're already doing could be redirected through a business you're connected to? And we call it the transfer store concept. And that brings us to one of the simplest concepts I want you to understand about Zilara. And we're not necessarily asking you to go out and create a completely new shopping budget. That's not what we're doing. We are talking about looking at products you are already purchasing somewhere else, and whereas Lara has a product that makes sense for you. Okay, so transferring some of those purchases to your own Zilara store, I'll call that the transfer store concept. Okay, which is great. And so instead of asking, hey, what else do I need to buy? Start asking what I'm already buying that I could potentially transfer. And I'm going to show you what it looks like on this slide. So this is what I call the transfer store concept. The idea behind it is this. We're already buying products every month. Instead of spending additional money, we simply transfer some of the buying we're already doing from a different store to Zilara. And think about some of your everyday essentials like Nova coffee, soap, deodorant, tooth powder, laundry products, household cleaners. Start with just a few products you already use and replace what you're currently buying somewhere else. Buy it here. And for customers, this is great because it creates an easy way to discover products they can use and reorder. And for business builders like myself and yourself, you're here because you want to generate some more income. Customer purchases can generate 30% retail commission. So this is when we start talking about the money. Okay, so but the key is simple. You don't create another expense. You transfer spending you are already doing, and that's how the transfer store concept works. But here's something important. You don't necessarily have to become a full business builder to participate, right? It's amazing. I like this part of the pay plan. So we have a free opportunity. This is our affiliate and influencer program. So some people don't want to build a network marketing nor or organization. They don't want to build a team. Okay. They simply want to recommend products and get paid for doing that. That's where the affiliate and influencer program comes in. You can create an account for free, receive your website links, share products, and earn the applicable retail commission on qualifying sales for all your customers. Okay, which is great. So there's no need to complicate this, right? And if someone says, hey, Coach Marcus, I love the products, but I don't want to build a team, this is the lane for them. This is for them, those people. And because the compensation is tied to actual qualifying sales, results depend on what you actually produce. Okay. If products don't move, no one gets paid. Okay. So for people who want to build beyond retail customers, like yourself, I'm sure that's you, that's where the broader compensation plan comes in. I'll show you what it looks like. So these are the multiple ways we earn with Zilara. Zilara doesn't depend on one single commission. Okay. And so Zilara has retail commissions, okay, which are amazing. 30% retail commissions paid for every customer order. We have what's called community matrix commissions. We have team binary commissions. We have matching bonuses, which are double check matches of the binary and the matrix. We have star bonuses. We also have leadership bonuses and real-time pay. Now, the thing is this, I don't want you to memorize this, but I want you to remember there are multiple ways to earn. Unlike a job that pays you one way, there's multiple ways to earn here. So don't worry about memorizing all of this today. That's not necessary. The takeaway is simply that different activities inside the compensation plan can create different types of commissions for you and your household. And as your customer base and organization develop, you may become eligible for additional compensation. Again, these are compensation plan mechanics, not guaranteed earnings. We never guarantee people are going to earn a single dime, but you don't need to understand everything before you start. You just need to start, right? You learn the compensation plan as you build. My thing is this. You will learn the pay plan as you earn money in the pay plan. So there is one part of the pay plan I do want us to spend a little more time on, and that's the 2 by 15 matrix. So if you're looking, this is important. Remember this, okay? So this is great. Right? Everyone who gets active goes into their 2 by 15 matrix. So a 2 by 15 matrix means there are two positions on your first level, four on the second, eight on the third, and it continues doubling through 15 levels. Everyone who gets active qualifies for the 2 by 15 matrix. So when completely filled, that's 65,534 positions beneath the starting position, which is you. Okay, the compensation plan can pay up to 50 cents per qualifying person per level, subject to the pay plan's rules and qualifications. So if you do the math, 65,534 times 50 cents, that's over $32,000. And you can receive that every month, right? Which is great. So the numbers on the chart show the mathematical maximum of a completely filled matrix at that rate. A full matrix is not typical and certainly is not guaranteed. What makes the matrix concept interesting is leverage. This is what you need to remember is leverage. If you work a job, your employer is using leverage to help the company accomplish its goals because it has hundreds or thousands of employees doing their job, contributing to the company's vision and plan so the company can achieve its goals. That's called leverage. Okay, we have leverage in the matrix because there are different levels which you aren't filling. Your team is helping do that. So it's called your organization. And with this right here, leverage means your organization can potentially grow beyond only people you personally introduce. Okay, so to appreciate the mathematics, look at how large 65,534 people actually is. That's a lot of people. Okay. So how big is a full matrix? Most people have trouble visualizing 65,534 people. Okay. The real lesson isn't that everyone will fill a matrix. They won't. Everyone won't. The lesson is how multiplication works. Two becomes four becomes eight, and the numbers grow exponentially down to 15 levels. Network marketing becomes powerful when duplication occurs, and we have a system in place that can help you. So not when one person tries to recruit 65,000 people, right? That's a lot of work. So your responsibility is not to personally find 65,534 people. Okay, that's a lot of people. Your responsibility is to learn the system, help the people you introduce, and teach them to duplicate. That's it. This video you're watching right now is part of the system. If you can invite someone to watch a live presentation or watch the replay, this is part of the system, okay? So don't focus on filling 15 levels. Focus on helping your first two people succeed, and then they duplicate the process. Timing matters, okay? But I don't want anyone making an emotional decision because they feel pressured. We don't pressure anyone. We simply share information. The real advantage of starting sooner is simply that you give yourself more time to learn, develop skills, build customers, and build relationships. 3 months from now, will arrive whether you start or not. Okay. A year from now will arrive whether you build or not. Okay. Time is going to continue passing, but small actions performed consistently over time can compound. So don't interpret now as pressure, interpret it as if this makes sense for you right now, why unnecessarily postpone getting started? Get started now. Okay. We're almost done, guys. Now, people, I get this question all the time. Can anyone do this? Well, people from many backgrounds can learn network marketing. Matter of fact, people do network marketing every day, but don't get paid for it. Talked about how we're always sharing things we like with people we know. Okay. But you can learn this. Okay. But that doesn't mean everyone will achieve the same result. You'll need a sales degree. My degree is in psychology. Okay. Or you'll need decades of business experience. What you do need is a willingness to learn, communicate, follow up, stay consistent, and help people. Okay, someone can start part-time, like me. Someone retired can do this. A busy professional can do it. I was a busy professional working full-time, so I did this part-time for years. And a stay-at-home parent can do it. The technology has made it possible just to communicate and build relationships from virtually anywhere. We have people on our team from all around the world, and we are here in the United States. Okay, so the question isn't really can anyone join? The better question is, are you willing to learn and consistently do the activities? That's exactly why we created a simple activity system. This is it, the simple 232 daily success system. So now this may be the most important business building slide in the presentation. In the presentation, I want you to remember this. Okay. So we don't want people waking up wondering, what am I supposed to do today? Okay. The simple 232, the system is 232. I keep saying simple. The system is 232. You share with two people. Okay. And you post 3 times a day. So you're going to share with 2 people a day. If you're on social media, you're going to post 3 times throughout the day, provide value, educate, inspire, share lifestyle, products, or the opportunity or your story. And then you're going to follow up with 2 people. That's it. 232. That's 7 simple intentional activities. Okay. These are what we call income producing activity. So you aren't trying to convince everybody, you're creating conversations. Some say yes, some say no, some say later. That's normal. That's part of the process. The thing about it, guys, is consistency gives the system enough time to work. So simple enough to do, simple enough to teach, and simple enough to duplicate. If you can see yourself doing this, type 232 in the chat. This is our simple system, which we encourage people to follow. Now, when someone joins, we don't want to leave them wondering what happens next. Okay, we take them through a simple launch process and set up the account, learn the basics, begin the 232, attend training, experience and share the products. You are going to want to use products, and when appropriate, unless you're someone who's free, building for free, and then set some goals. What are your goals? Then comes one of the most important steps. Help your new people get their first win. The people who sign up and tell you they want to earn income, well, you're going to help them get their first win. And then you're going to repeat the process. That's it. So duplication happens when the person you sponsor can follow the same process without needing you to do everything for them. Okay, we're not trying to create dependent followers. We're developing independent leaders. This is a leadership development program disguised as a network marketing opportunity. And that brings us to what I believe is the foundation of everything. So remember this slide. So success is not about selling. Okay. So before we finish tonight, yeah, 4 slides left. I want to address something that stops a lot of people before they ever start. I'm not a salesperson. Who? Everyone says that. I said that. Okay. That's actually okay. Okay. You don't have to become a salesperson. Matter of fact, we don't want salespeople. Okay. The business works best when you start thinking about selling and start thinking about serving. Okay. We serve. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ served. Okay. So ask questions. Okay. Listen. Find out what someone wants or needs. That's what you listen more, you talk less. And then determine whether you have something that can help them. Someone reached out to me today. They have first they reached out about the pH alkaline product, and then they wanted information about cardiovascular support and high blood pressure. This is on Facebook today. So I offered them some products. They're excited. Okay, offered pH alkaline, black seed oil, and Body Beat Max. Okay, which is great. So the thing is, guys, sometimes that's a product you're going to recommend to people. Some people are going to have problems when it comes to money, need a solution. So sometimes it's going to be the business opportunity, and sometimes Zilara is not what they're looking for, and that's okay. Okay, people don't want to feel sold. Nobody goes on Facebook wanting to be sold. Okay, they want to be heard, respected, and valued. That's why our approach is simple. We add value, we build relationships, we share when appropriate, and we serve with integrity. You don't have to chase people or pressure people. You simply become someone people trust enough to listen to. Okay. So the goal isn't to sell more people. The goal is to serve more people. And when you combine that philosophy with the products, compensation plan, training, and community we've talked about, you begin to see what we believe makes Zilara different from any company out there. So Zilara brings together, okay, what makes us different? We bring together premium wellness products, a transparent compensation plan, a purpose-driven community. So let's talk about the premium wellness products. The foundation is products people can use, enjoy, reorder, and confidently share with others. These are organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free products. Nothing added to them. Nothing is removed from them. These are pure ingredients. They've been formulated since 2012. Okay, that's how long our formulator has been with us. The business has been in existence for over 15 years. Okay, the company's anniversary was August 11th of last week of 2011. So the company's 15 years old, Green Organics. We also have a transparent and fair compensation plan. So the compensation plan is designed to be understandable, including the 2x15 matrix with the potential to earn up to 50 cents per person per level when qualified. Multiple ways to earn. Zilara provides 6 ways to earn, giving members multiple paths for building income rather than depending on a single commission type. Real-time pay. Remember this, we get paid in real time. Okay, so qualifying commissions can be paid in real time, allowing members to see the connection between their activity and rewards more quickly. Community and support. So members have access to training, mentorship, leadership, and the supportive community. The goal is to help people know what to do after they join. This is simple and duplicatable. We want a business model that the average person can learn, follow, and teach someone. And this is a global opportunity. Okay, technology allows members to build beyond their immediate circle or the immediate city, even state or country, and potentially develop customers and teams available in markets around the world. Purpose beyond paychecks. Zilara isn't only about earning money. Okay, it's about helping people, creating impact, developing leaders, and building something very meaningful. So the Zilara promise is this: we are working towards something that is simple, transparent, fair, supportive, and built for long-term success. We have better products, a better opportunity, and which may lead to a better future. Okay, so now now that we've looked at what makes Zilara different, I want you to think bigger. Imagine where you could be 1 year from today if you started taking consistent action now. Think about that. Okay. And I also want to remind you guys, earnings aren't guaranteed here. We have to stress that. Now, imagine 1 year from now. So now I want you to look beyond today for just a moment. Imagine where you could be 1 year from now if you simply started and stayed consistent. Okay. And this slide here is not about making promises. It's about possibilities created through consistent daily action, better health habits. What could happen if you spent the next year becoming more intentional about your wellness? Small, sustainable habits practiced consistently can make a meaningful difference over time. Additional income potential, right? That's the second item in this slide. What could happen if you spent the next 12 months building customers, learning new skills, and developing multiple ways to earn? You don't have to build everything overnight. This is not a sprint, right? This is a marathon, okay? You build it one customer, one conversation, and one day at a time, greater impact, okay? For some people, success isn't just about what they earn. It's about who they help, who they become. Imagine developing other leaders, helping people pursue their goals and building a community that continues to grow. More choices. I like this part. Ultimately, many of us aren't just looking for more money. We're looking for more choices, more flexibility, more control over our time. That was the thing I disliked the most about working a job where I had to ask another adult for time off work. I hated that, right? So I like being in control of my time and the ability to pursue the things that matter to us. And consistency is the key. Your results aren't created by one big day. They're built through the small things you do consistently over time. And you want to set some realistic expectations. There are no guarantees about where you'll be financially a year from now. Results will vary, but you can control whether you learn, take action, serve people, develop skills, and stay consistent. But here's a question, okay? Think about this. 1 year is going to pass either way. What will you build it with? Okay, what will you build with that 1 year? Okay, within that year. Okay, so you don't have to have everything figured out today. Start today, stay consistent, see where it takes you. And if you're thinking, okay, I'm interested, but what do I actually do next? Okay, that's exactly what we're going to cover on the next slide, this here. So this is where you make everything we discussed very simple. Everything I've discussed today is made very simple. Your first step can be creating your free account, or you can take a free tour or place an order. That gives you an opportunity to look around, learn more, and decide whether Zilara makes sense for you. Next, watch the information and training. All the trainings are recorded, by the way, and posted on our team channel on YouTube. Learn the products, understand how the business works, then choose the products that fit your personal goals. If it's weight loss, get the weight loss product. If you need more energy, we have products for that. Okay, but choose products that fit your personal goals if you want to become a product user. If you decide you want to build a business, we help you launch. Okay. And this last step is important because you are going to want to get plugged into training. You don't have to figure out network marketing by yourself. Okay, you will be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So you learn the system, you get around people who are building, ask questions, become coachable and teachable, and then start developing the skills. So, and nobody expects you to know everything day one. When you start your job, okay, you did not know everything when you started that job. When I entered corporate America over 30 years, 31 years ago, okay, I did not know anything about the car insurance industry. Okay. So the decision is simple, right? Um, we have 5 steps, but we want to reduce this down to 3. Explore, okay, what we have here, make a decision, join us, plugged in. And what you can do, guys, you can explore without pressure, take that free account. You can decide what level of participation is right for you, whether you want to be a free member or be a product user. And if you decide to build, we're going to help you get started. So if you're ready, okay, what I want you to do is get back with the person who shared this presentation with you and tell them, I'm ready to take the next step. And when you make that decision, right, this is the message I want you to hear from day one. That's on my next slide. Welcome to Zilara. That's it. That's it. But I want to clarify what you're actually saying yes to. You're saying yes to learning. Remember this slide. You're saying yes to improving yourself. You're saying yes to helping people. You're saying yes to building relationships. Okay. And if you're building a business, you're saying yes to doing simple activities consistently enough to give yourself an opportunity to produce results. So that's what you're saying yes to. You have products, you have a compensation plan, you have training, you have a community, you have people willing to help you. What nobody can give you is your personal commitment. That part belongs to you. Okay, you don't need to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, right? But you don't need to know everything, and you certainly don't have to build everything overnight. Okay, learn the system, follow the system, help your first person, then help that person do the same. Okay, so yours Zilara story doesn't begin when you reach a rank either. Okay, it doesn't begin when you earn your first commission. Yours Zilara story, it begins with your decision to take the first step, like I did, and like whoever invited you here did, made that decision to take the first step. So whether you're here for the products, some additional income, a larger business, or simply because you're looking for something new, we're glad you're here. So stay committed, take action, serve people, make an impact, and let's build it together. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night. Get back with the person that shared this video with you. Tell them what you liked about what you saw or heard tonight, and find out how you can lock in your position and become a Zilara member. Have a good night, and I will see you next week. Bye.